Alright, we have x cubed minus 64. So when we were factoring binomials, man, that's terrible. It's really difficult to write on a tablet. Uh, and I don't mean a writing tablet. Okay. X cubed minus 64, x squared in the denominator, minus 8x plus 16. Yeah, so when we were factoring binomials, bi meaning two, there's two terms here, we went over the difference of two cubes. There's kind of a formula that you need to follow for that. Alright, and let's just go ahead and factor the numerator. So I'm going to actually, let me rewrite, I'm going to rewrite the numerator here. This is x cubed minus 4 cubed. So 4 cubed is 64. Now we have the difference here of two cubes. Alright, so it starts out like this. So we write x, and then rewrite our sign, and rewrite this number here. So that's the reason I get it in this form. Okay, this is the part you got to remember. So it's this number right here squared, whatever this is, and it's always the opposite of this sign. So if this is a minus, then we're going to put a plus here, and we're going to rewrite that number times x, and this is always a plus right here, and it's going to be this number here squared, which is 16. So you could think of this whole piece right here being squared, which is always going to be positive. Alright, so that's the numerator. And now we need to factor the denominator. Well, good thing we only have a 1 right here, coefficient of 1, so this has to be an x. We got no other choice and an x here, so that's good. However, this is 16, and there's a lot of different combinations that can go on with that. But there's a hint up here, there's a 4 right here, so chances are it's probably going to be a 4 because we need to get some terms canceling out here, which means that this has to be a 4 because 4 times 4 is 16, right? And I'm going to say that's a negative, and this is a negative also, okay? Now let's just kind of check it out. X times x is x squared. X times negative 4 is negative 4x, and then another negative 4x, and we add them together, we get negative 8x. And negative 4 times negative 4 is positive 16. Alright, good. And so we have an x minus 4 in the numerator, and x minus 4 in the denominator, and so now we can cancel and rewrite, and so this becomes x squared plus 4x plus 16, and that's going to be all over x minus 4. So that has now been reduced completely down. So hopefully you got that. Alright, in this next one here, I'm going to write the problem up and you try to work it out. This is your quiz problem, and then I'm going to write the answer. Actually, I'm not even going to work this problem out. I always forget to do something there. Add a layer. Got to add a layer. 2x squared minus x minus 3, and that's all over x cubed plus x squared plus 4x plus 4. I'm not going to work this problem out. I'm just going to give you the answer. Alright, so you pause and try to come up with the answer. Alright, so there's the answer, and you try to reduce this thing down and factor. Factoring this falls under factoring polynomials, I believe. Alright, good luck.